the innovation. That policy, in fact, being sent to the Malaysia, and you know where Malaysia is standing today. In 1993, we came up with technology policy, which never seen the cabinet for approval. In 2012, we came up other national science technology policy, which was never been accompanied by its strategic plan. And in 2022, we again came up with the National Science Technology Innovation Policy, which I, as mentioned, been a writer and author of a couple of chapters into that, with the reference of Ministry of Science and Technology, still struggling without any action plan. So unfortunately, what is happening in our country is that we do talk about a very wonderful science. I am a very propagator of basic sciences. But their basic sciences without applied science is nothing. So when we say science, technology, innovation, it takes a combination, a very strong combination between basic sciences and the applied sciences. Being the author of that chapters in the science technology policy, national science technology policy, I clearly reflected that until unless science and technology is not to solve the real world problem, we do not need such science. And I think this is the major important problem that unfortunately we are struggling in Pakistan. So not only in terms of the academia, but again at the same time from the industry. When we talk about university-industry government linkages, when we talked about triple helix model, the theories are fascinating. But where is the problem is its implementation. So implementation in Pakistan, along with its legislation and regulation, is mandatory. So in fact, I've been really looking forward from the recommendation of this very important international conference. And I'm really seeing that something as a concrete recommendation must come out of it, which we can at least share to our legislators, and we can ask them that please make sure that this type of science, technology, innovation get materialized, and from this we can really solve the problem of not Pakistan, at least this region. I'm fascinated that we know what is the problems. We know water contamination is our problem. I was looking to the last presentation. We know water scarcity is our problem. Now the question is, who will solve this problem? Of course, it's a researcher. Researcher has to solve that problem with their research. We do not need anybody else to come to us and tell us, this is your problem and you need to solve it. We already know our problems. So who can solve it? Of course, we as researchers. But now the question here is, why we are only publishing good research papers? Why we are only coming up with fascinating journals? Why this science is so far not being able to convert it into the technological gadgets? We need to understand where is break here. And exactly that's the point which has been raised into this conference, which is saying that bridging this gap is very important. So I really congratulate Kumari Saab along with his team to make this very important topic visible to all of us. And we are in fact all collectively trying to help and understand that what proper recommendations being proposed and what proper actions can be taken through which this gap must be bridged. I would like to say thank you very much everyone for inviting me and having me here with you. Jazakallah khairan and it was a lovely time with you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Abdullah. Very thankful to you for all the efforts with us today. Now I would like to invite our veteran chief of this conference and our Vice Chancellor, University of Sindh, Jamshoro, Professor Dr. Khalil Rahman Kubati for his speech.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Jakhara Jiro Shah Amanjur Madhu Murna Suna Anaka Nikal Amanjur Takayande. Respected Professor Dr. Arvila Mudo, Vice Chancellor Shahid Allah Baksh University, Art, Design, Heritage, Jamshoro. Dear Mr. P. Siddiqui, President, Hyderabad Chambers of Commerce, dear research scholars, deans, faculty members, registrar of the university, guests from electronic, print and social media, dear colleagues and students, Assalamu alaikum and very good evening and very good day. As you know that we are gathered here to conclude this remarkable international conference, I would like to begin by expressing my heartfelt gratitude to all of you for your active participation, valuable contribution. Your presence has made this event a resounding success, and your insights have enriched our discussion on the critical theme, bridging the technology, sustainable science, industry 5.0, innovation and ethics. My dear colleagues, I am also very thankful to our scholars who traveled outside of Pakistan, Dr. Morman from USA, Professor Dr. Hussain Karya from Turkey, Professor Dr. Hassan from China, Professor Dr. Murtaza from Iran, who traveled from the respective countries to join us in this conference. And since last 5 days, they are with us, and they have also visited other universities as well. Because this event has produced that, has proved that the guests have freely visited the other university. They went to Nawab Shah, they went to Agriculture University, and I think this is a good sign that we, all the universities, are well connected with each other, and whatever the possible resources are available to them, they share with each other. Thank you, Prof. We are very thankful for that. I would also like to extend my warmest congratulations to the organizers for outreaching such well-organized and impactful event. Your hard work, vision, and commitment have ensured the success of this conference. I especially congratulate the faculty members of M.A. Kazi Institute of Chemistry, Center of Excellence, and specifically Professor Dr. Mala and Dr. Solanki for arranging this successful conference. The theme of this conference, bridging the technology and sustainable science, Industry 5.0 innovation and ethics, had never been more relevant. Over the past few days, we have explored how technology can drive sustainable development, the ethical consideration that must guide the innovation, and transformative potential of Industry 5.0. The discussions have been thought-provoking, and the ideas shared here will inspire the actionable outcome as were proposed by our guest of honor, Dr. Adil Siddiqui sir. As we close this conference, I am pleased to declare this conference is a tremendous success. The knowledge exchange, the connections made, and the collaborations initiated here will have a lasting impact, inshallah. Let us carry forward to the spirit of this conference by working together to create the future where technology and sustainability go hand in hand, and guided by ethics and innovation. I have two good news for you here. As Dr. Adil Siddiqui sir told us that in this Hyderabad region, we need to have a collaboration with industry. Adil sir, we have started this, as I discussed earlier, Inshallah, on 24th of this month, we are bringing the Haisha and Pasha. They both belong to the IT industry people. They are coming here in Sindh University, and you are also invited. And National Incubation Center Hyderabad is also invited. And our professors of IT, computing, business, commerce, and public administration will sit together and work on that how in IT we can go together. Next phase is we are also going to invite pharmaceutical industries, and later on we have developed the programs that we are going to invite all other industries in the university that we can create the strong linkage with the industry. Second good news is that last week I wrote a letter to the Chief Minister of Sindh and requested that for the air conditioning, sound system and the multimedia screens, I am very thankful to our CM, Sindh Syed Murad Ali Shah. Today I have received a letter from his CM House. That CM House has directed the universities and board department to process this accordingly. Inshallah, within 1 or 2 months, we are going to submit the PC1. Inshallah, in the financial year 2005 and 2006, we will be having the funding for this as well. I am also very thankful to the Chief Minister of Sindh. 15 days ago, I also requested another letter to the Chief Minister of Sindh. I requested him that we are having the shortage of water, drinking water, and our scheme for the water is almost 50 years old, and the need that scheme is unable to cater. Very thankful to see Chief Minister of Sindh. He accorded to the approval and directed the Public Health Department to process on this scheme. Inshallah, we have started working for submitting the PC1, and that will be great done. Third news is that I also wrote the letter the Minister of Transport, Shajil Mehman, that we have almost 35 students coming from Hyderabad and other cities of Sindh, and 5,000 students to 6,000 are residing there. We are facing very serious transport facility, and yesterday a secretary called me that we are working on that, and that inshallah very soon you will be having the red and pink buses between the Jamshoro and Hyderabad. So I am very thankful to Rahul Bhutto Zardari. These are his directives, and on his directive, the particular ministries and Chief Minister is working. Inshallah, we will have these facilities very soon. Once again, thank you all for being a part of this journey. I wish you all continued success in your future and look forward to seeing the outcome of the conference in the year to come. I hope that the organizing committee of the conference will have recommendations, and we will send these recommendations to the concerned ministries and government offices so that we can make this conference more effective. Thank you very much, Priya Mama.
Thank you very much, sir. And thank you for your support. Actually, this conference would have not been possible without your support. So I would like to invite now Professor Dr. Salma Kaiman to please present the vote of thanks.
Honorable Chairperson, respected guests, and esteemed delegates, Assalamu alaikum. As we come to the end of this insightful and enriching conference, it is my privilege to deliver a vote of thanks. I am grateful to our guest of honor, Dr. Arabella Bhutto, Vice Chancellor, Jamshoro, Mr. Adil Siddiqui, President of the Hyderabad Chamber of Commerce, for joining us on short notice. Heartfelt thanks to organizing committee for meticulous planning and seamless execution. Special appreciation to the technical team and supporting staff for ensuring smooth proceedings. A sincere thank you to our keynote speakers, panelists, and deep appreciation to all our guests for their presence and contributions. A big thank you to all participants for their active engagement and meaningful discussions. A special thanks to Professor Hussain Kara, Dr. Norman, Professor Hassan Karimi, who joined us regardless of his health issue, Professor Murtaza Hussaini, and our senior professor, Dr. Mohammad Iqbal Bangar, Dr. Tufail Shirazi, Dr. Shahabuddin Mehman, Dr. Tasneem Kazi, and Dr. Sirajuddin for their presence and their contributions. My heartfelt thanks to our dear teacher, Professor Dr. Muhammad Yaqub and Dr. Hanif Mehman, whose presence connected us with the academic legacy of M.A. Gandhi Institute of Chemistry. We are also deeply grateful to the team members, especially the transport and accommodation teams who work time effortlessly provide smooth boarding and lodging facilities. Though every member of M.A. Gandhi Institute of Chemistry and National Center of Excellence contributed to the success of this event, and all deserve a big round of applause, I would like to extend a special thanks to those who are not formally the part of M.A. Gandhi Institute of Chemistry or National Center of Excellence in Analytical Chemistry, but they made contribution which were a success for this conference. My sincere gratitude to Dr. Rabia Asma Mehman, Amar Sindhu, Dr. Balaji Valyani, Registrar University of Sindh, Dr. Mushtaq Dariko, Mr. Mamtaz Qamar, Aziz Jannar, Dr. Faiz Biroi, Dr. Zulfikar Zaidi, Murtaza Khoso, Munawar Sumro, Mudassar Arai, YouTube members of University of Sindh, the team of YouTube members. I'm thankful to them. And forgive me if I'm forgetting few names because there were so many.